a fucking piece of paper.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
I could lose custody of my fucking daughter.
Anything else, Ms. Tomazik?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
You asshole. Fucking bitch. Yeah.
Now we're here on 25 CR 216, Ashley Rude, violation of community control, final hearing violation. You were ordered to have no contact with the victim, and on August 16th, there was a Cleveland Police report of contact between you and the victim. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
August 16th, you were in Cuyahoga County without permission from probation. You understand that charge?
Yes.
August 17th, arrested by Cleveland PD for assault. You understand that charge?
Yes.
Ms. Tomazik?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I know we were last here on September 24th, and there was probable cause found. Since then, I have talked to Ms. Rude, and she indicated she would like to admit to the violations, and we are prepared to proceed with sentencing today. Thank you.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Rude?
Yes.
All right, what's your plea to those violations?
I'll plead guilty to them.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty.
But,
What seems to be the problem here?
I'm sorry.
What seems to be the problem here?
I apologize about some of the things that have occurred. As far as assaulting my ex-boyfriend and the other woman, I didn't think that this was going to happen like that.
Why did you have contact with them?
If I'm being transparent here, we've been in contact since I was in jail in December.
Why?
We basically have been living together.
Why?
I sometimes need help financially. And he's been my financial support for the last 4 years, on and off.
Well, it doesn't seem to work.
I'm absolutely aware of that. And
Well, when did you become aware of that?
I've been pretty aware with it for the last 2 years. I was working on becoming more independent. I got another job. At the same time, also, I have been asking for financial help. And he has been providing financial help. But I am working on becoming more independent. I got another job. I moved my daughter and I to Forbes' house because I am becoming aware and learning in therapy that some things are just not healthy for me in my life. So
You got, as a juvenile, a domestic violence, an assault, a disorderly conduct, an assault, a domestic violence, an assault. As an adult, you got domestic violence, an assault, an attempted aggravated assault, disorderly conducts, criminal damaging, violation of a protective order, and this domestic violence. Nothing seems to work. When you're on probation, nothing seems to impact you. Last time you were here, a short time ago in May, you served an additional 40 days in jail, so that got you out the middle of June, sent you to Mentor Municipal Court Mental Health Treatment Program, told you to have no contact with Joyner, and 2 months later, you're at it again, so you don't seem to want to listen.
I have told my probation officer there have been several, this isn't the first incident that has happened. There have been several incidents that have happened, which is why I did try to take necessary precautions to kind of step away from our situation. I did check my daughter and I into the Forbes house. I always was in communication when it came to my probation officer about some of the things that have been occurring.
What do you mean you listen to? You don't listen to anybody. You do exactly what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. And you've been doing that for 18 and a half years.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel
on
like
a
that.
constant basis. And you're only 33. So you haven't changed a thing in your life.
I feel like I've changed a lot. I
When?
feel like my temperament has changed a lot before this.
When?
I haven't been in trouble since 2013. I always
What
hold
do you mean
myself
you haven't been
accountable.
in trouble since 2013? Didn't you hear all this stuff I read off?
As a juvenile,
No, as an adult.
I don't really get in trouble with the law.
Okay. June of 11, domestic violence. June of 12, assault. June of 12, attempted aggravated assault, like 2 weeks later after the first assault. November of 16, disorderly conduct. March of 17, disorderly conduct, fighting. August of 20, possession of marijuana. December of 20, disorderly conduct, persistent. September of 21, disorderly conduct. May of 23, criminal damaging. October of 23, violation of a protection order. And here, domestic violence. In Cleveland, whatever they charge you with in Cleveland, that there are charges pending in Muni court. What do you mean you don't get in trouble?
These are usually incidents with my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. Why? Why do you, if they're from your ex-boyfriend, why do you keep getting in trouble in disputes with your ex-boyfriend?
I'm usually defending myself.
Okay. Okay. It seems to me, from your record and from my contact with you, you do not know how to conduct yourself in a manner that keeps you out of jail. You don't seem to be able to do that. No matter what the conditions of any probation, how many times have you been sent to prison?
Never.
Never. Which means you've always been on probation, right? Right?
No.
No. Okay. How many times have you been on probation?
Twice.
Twice. Including this time?
Yes.
Whenever you had all these convictions in juvenile court, were you ever on probation?
Back in juvenile days, I was on a lot of psych medication, so honestly, I don't recall.
Well, you were. Why didn't you comply with the terms of probation when I placed you on probation when you got out of jail in the middle of June of this year?
I've been in compliance with probation
Why are you here then?
because of what just occurred.
What?
Because of what just occurred.
What just occurred was the violation of the condition of probation that you have no contact, right?
I was making it to the other things that were asked of me. I was
What?
going to mental health court on time. I was sober.
You don't pick and choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. You do, but you're not permitted to do that. There were some things you didn't get violated on. What were those, Ms. Henley?
Your Honor, there were prior incidences of contact with the victim.
Since being put on probation here.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
documented by Woodbrook Police Report, as well as from the defendant. There was a traffic offense occurring in Lyndhurst that I was never made aware of, nor was I made aware that she was out of county that day. I'm sorry, Lyndhurst Muni. I believe the arresting agency was Highland Heights.
So there's been at least a half dozen things. In addition to the 3 that are on the record here for this violation, at least 3 more things.
Wait,
In 2 months.
I was on the way back to my parents' house. I wasn't in Lyndhurst. I was in Mayfield.
Mayfield's Cuyahoga County.
Right.
And
I work at Juliet
and then you're
19.
summoned into Lyndhurst Municipal Court for whatever violation it was.
I couldn't report. That happened on the 14th, and I couldn't really report because I got arrested on the 16th.
Okay,
I planned on,
so what happened the rest of the 14th and the 15th and part of the 16th that you couldn't report it?
how am I supposed to report? I was going to report on Tuesday, which was
Got
the
a
18th.
telephone? Got a telephone?
It's the weekend.
Okay.
I'm not usually one to not.
You not only do you not listen, okay, to what and do what you're supposed to do, not only do you not comply with the terms of your probation, but you don't even seem to think that it's a problem not complying with the terms of probation, because every time I ask you about it, you come up with an excuse as to why you're not doing it.
I was
In the
on the
2
way back
months
from work.
that you were on probation, this all occurred after you got out of jail.
I was on the way back from work. I had to pick my daughter up in Cuyahoga County. My parents live in Mayfield Village. I was staying at Forbes' house. I was on the way
You
back.
got some sort of ticket, right?
I was going 75 and a 60.
Okay. What? 82 and a 60. You got a ticket. And that then triggers an obligation for you to tell your probation officer.
I couldn't report yet. I was going to report on Tuesday. That happened on, I couldn't report yet.
Okay. All right. All right, so there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for each of these violations.
I was really on the way back to pick my daughter up from
So
my
is there
parents'
a
house.
perfectly reasonable explanation for each of these violations?
Yes.
There is, okay. All
Not
right.
all of
Ms.
them, though,
Tomasic?
but that one.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Unbelievable.
In speaking with Ms. Rude, she would like to ask the court for an opportunity to continue doing probation. And speaking with her, she has indicated some of her mental health issues. She is currently enrolled in the mental health court through Mentor Municipal Court. We have quite a few clients in that court, Your Honor, and I've spoken with the judge and Jamie.
I spoke with the judge too.
So from what Ms. Rude told me, she has been enjoying mental health court. So she would like an opportunity to continue probation, get another opportunity to continue going to mental health court. Your Honor, I know she has a hearing on November 3rd for a custody issue with her daughter. She indicated her daughter is her main priority. She does not want to miss that hearing. She wants to make sure she can do.
How can her daughter be her main priority when she can't live her life within the bounds of what she's supposed to do? If her daughter were her main priority, then she wouldn't have gotten arrested in Cleveland on August 16th. Okay, so it's not her main priority. She says it's her main priority, but it ain't.
I'm not a bad mom, so that's really hurtful that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Well, okay. All right, great. Okay. I'm sorry that you don't conduct yourself like a responsible parent for the benefit of your daughter. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay? That's got nothing to do with anything. Go ahead, Ms. Tomasic.
Thank you, Your Honor. So we would just like to ask the court for one more opportunity to give Ms. Rude the chance to see how mental health court can help her, what sort of things she can get from mental health court to help with her thinking. I know she wants to get back on her feet. So we'd just like to ask the court for one more opportunity.
She's going to get another opportunity, okay? Whether that be the history indicates she's not going to take advantage of it because she just doesn't. For 17 and a half years, she hasn't. That indicates to me that she really doesn't have any interest in this. Her interest is in getting off with the least amount of penalty possible. And then she can go back and have contact with Joyner. But she'll get the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I've gone back and looked at the pre-sentence report and considered all the applicable statutes once again. And as I said earlier, you were sentenced on May 7th. You got out of jail on that sentence when I placed you on community control in mid-June, and you violated multiple times, at least a half dozen times, 3 of which were filed, 3 of which weren't. And you have no concept. You have no concept of why you do what you do. Because you indicated to me that there was a perfectly reasonable explanation for each thing you did. You have no insight into what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how to stop doing it. Now, I'm going to keep you on community control for the same term. You're going to serve 95 days in the jail with credit for 35. After that, you're going to go to NeoCap. You're going to complete that program and follow those recommendations. And you're going to continue in the Mentor Municipal Court Mental Health Treatment Program. And you're going to comply with all those conditions, as well as all the other conditions that I imposed upon you for your probation on May 7th, including no contact with Willis Joyner or any other member of his family.
Can my daughter and I also have a no contact order?
Can your daughter and you also have?
Yeah, because this communication doesn't just go one way.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't reach out to Joyner. He reached out to me.
Okay.
So this is ridiculous that I'm being placed with all these different regulations, and I'm also not just a suspect. I'm a victim too.
I understand in light of your history how absolutely ridiculous this is.
I can lose custody of my daughter with all these stipulations.
Because once again, you bear no responsibility in any of this.
You don't even know me as a person. You're going by a fucking piece of paper.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
I can lose custody of my fucking daughter.
Anything else, Ms. Tomazik?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
You asshole. Fucking bitch. Yeah.